Extinction Rebellion, for, against, you could be persuaded either way. 10,000 people in London this week and into the bank holiday weekend. They will have a round of protests and civil disobedience. They have glued themselves to a large pink table in Covent Garden, poured red paint into the Victoria Fountain outside Buckingham Palace. 300 protesters so far have been arrested. Two of them here have escaped arrest so far, and they are Charmian Kenner, who is 67, and Arnold Peace, who is 93. But they both say they're more than happy to go to jail for their beliefs. And we talked to Charmian and Arnold now, guys, because you are representing what seems to be a growing number of older people who want to get involved in this. Charmian, why do you?
I got involved through my son and his family, and I think quite a lot of us have got involved through our younger generations. And my son and his partner realised a long time before me, I think, that we're in a very serious climate emergency, and the government isn't doing what they should. They should be divesting from fossil fuels. They should be legislating against fossil fuels. And instead, they're giving out more licenses for oil and gas extraction. So I am a really concerned citizen. I try to do the best for my local community. I'm the chair of the Residents Association. I'm a member of the Safer Neighbourhood panel that links the police with the local community. And I'm concerned about the wider world. You know, I've been campaigning on environmental issues for years, and I realised the government is not protecting us. The government is not protecting my granddaughters or children around the world. And as a citizen and as a grandparent, I have to step up, I have to act, and that's how I got involved.
Okay. And Arnold, I hope you won't mind me telling people your age. You're 93 years old. You're also a grandfather and a great-grandfather, yeah. 7 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren. You're a retired teacher. Like right, Charmian, yes. Are your grandchildren the force behind what you're trying to achieve?
I think so, yes. My 2 great-grandchildren were quite pleased when they saw me being carted away by the police last year. They quite enjoyed that. But yes, I think my family understand what I'm doing and why. And money is still being poured into investment into fresh fossil fuels, which is totally ridiculous because the scientists have told us that we only have less than a decade to stop to transfer from fossil fuel energy into clean, renewable energy. And why have the fossil fuel companies already have more than 5 times the amount that they could possibly use without blowing the climate completely? The scientists are telling them that. They're telling them they have to cut, and phase down very quickly. Otherwise, the climate will go out, the temperature will go up and up, the climate will be out of control, and that will be curtains for most species of animals, plants, and humans.
Well, Arnold, the thing is, Arnold, the thing is, governments know this as well, right? They know this. And what I'm trying to say, and I ask the viewers at home, I think initially a lot of people were quite shocked by Extinction Rebellion. They were inconvenienced by the protests as well. But now I think more and more people, especially after events of the past year, feel that we are on a tipping point in the world, Charmian, and that maybe we're drinking in the last chance saloon. There is this big conference in Glasgow, this UN climate conference at the end of October. Do you think we are drinking in the last chance saloon?
We've gone beyond that, actually. The last chance saloon was almost some time ago. So we really desperately have to act now. And as you mentioned, we've got COP26 coming up very soon. And the UK is the leading government, the host government. And most unfortunately, they are not doing what they should to be a leader and to get other countries to make strong commitments. I mean, just as an example, you mentioned, sorry, yes, just as an example, you mentioned that ordinary people have been disrupted by Extinction Rebellion protests, and we regret that. But ordinary people and low-paid workers are the people who are really already been seriously affected by the climate emergency. So the government needs to have a programme of insulation for all homes, and instead they've cut their Green Homes grant. They need to have a programme to support renewable, sustainable transport, and instead they've got a huge road building programme. So they are more than drinking in Last Chance Saloon. I don't know where they are taking us, but we're falling off that ice shelf very fast indeed.
Well, the climate's just getting worse behind you, Arnold. There's a lot of wind blowing there. The government, of course, will say, and I've got a number of rights of replies here from the Department of Transport, from the Department of Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy, and they will say, look, this is what we're doing, this is what we're spending here. My point is, Arnold, that the Extinction Rebellion tactics, it looks like it has to be something more than what the government is doing. It has to be something radical. It has to be something shocking, even though we're not comfortable with it, because how else are things going to change if it wasn't for Extinction Rebellion making a lot of noise about it?
Well, we're certainly trying to put that message, yes. I've been supporting climate campaigns for 40 years, and during that time things have got worse because governments have not taken on board their responsibility. The climate emergency is like the COVID emergency, only more so, and it needs an energetic, thoroughly committed effort by our government and the governments of the world, which Britain invented fossil fuel use for industrial and transport purposes. Now it's time to shut the door on that, curtains to that. Let's go with science and with modernity and with nature. Let's preserve nature. At the moment, we're envisaging a trade compact with Brazil, and Brazil is just passing a land grab act of Parliament to open up the Amazon to what they say is economic development. Economic development of the Amazon means destroying the rainforest, which is one of the main regulators of our climate and our water system.
Arnold,
if you wreck the Amazon,
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. We're running out of time, sadly. It's been very interesting.
They will say the world is running out of time.
Yeah, it is. I hate to cut you off like that.
Charmaine, thank you very much indeed. Arnold, thank you very much indeed. They're 67 years of age and 93 respectively. Charmaine is a grandmother of 2. She's a retired university lecturer. Arnold there is 93. He is a great-grandfather, and he is a retired teacher. Now, they're doing their bit. They're out and about there, doing their thing. If you're an older person, do you care as passionately as they do? Would you get involved? What would it take to actually go out and protest? And instead, should we be thankful to Extinction Rebellion as opposed to, I think, a lot of people initially thinking this was a terrible inconvenience, but that's what they're doing. They're trying to save the world, and does it take their tactics? What do you think? Let us know throughout the programme this morning.